Hi, my name is Jared, and I'll be your GM today. Table Talk is part of the Broken Seal YouTube channel and is our first podcast. Our setup is very much so in an active house, with dogs and a baby. We have done our best to reduce unwanted noise, but it happens. Anyway, on with the show. Hi, I'm Jared,
I'm Coulter.
I'm Mark.
I'm Hank.
and we're from the Broken Seal mostly. Actually, I guess it's like half. No, it's like 1.5. No, you guys outnumber us now. It's two of y'all and 1.5 of him.
Yeah,
Of me.
I'm half a person.
Marty's not here, so she doesn't bump up my numbers. I'm half a person.
And what we meant to say was, welcome to Mighty Misfit Menagerie, or cast.
Either way, we're going to call this, this will be our inaugural episode of Table Talk, where we play RPG games. And most things aren't visual, but this one is, because we were sent it by Meromorph, the makers of Atma, which is a role-playing card game in a box that says you can play within 2 hours. And our group is going to test that because we played games that take an hour and we play for 3.
That's a Pokemon, right? That's like for sure a Pokemon.
El Yaga. Oh yeah, you can move that now.
Do-do-do.
So we're gonna start off.
It's
I
like
can't
the
see
art of a Pokemon.
Yeah, it's like it's a bear with like a cannon
Yeah.
on him.
Isn't there like a bear with
Yeah.
like some stuff on his back?
He's like
Pokemon?
Blastoise.
No.
Blastoise.
I'll show you.
Yeah.
I'll show you. Not Blastoise. I'm not.
There is no
I'm
bear
not a
Pokemon with
heathen,
a cannon.
alright?
On it. I know that much. So we're gonna start off by picking characters, and then I'll explain the game because that's cool. So Mark,
Because that's cool. Fuck.
or no, not Mark. Hank has already chosen Latrine.
A contact.
And I'm sorry, I
think
don't
so,
mean to be.
maybe. I
It's
don't know,
not
man.
latrine, it's latrine. But when I first
It's
saw it,
latrine.
it made me think of latrine
Okay.
from Robin Hood Men in Tights.
So
So who's
here's-
also a witch. So
Here's the thing: I assumed it was Latrine because I didn't look at it
Latrine.
twice. When
No,
I saw that when I took him out, I was like, Latrine, that's funny.
it's latrine.
So Hank is Latrine, which we'll call her Latrine. Coulter, who do you want to be? Or do you want to be El Yaga? Mark?
Hmm?
Did you want to
No,
be
I'm
the bear?
just.
Oh, okay.
I want everyone to know it's a Pokemon.
I just want to make sure everyone knows
Yeah.
that I was right.
I don't know.
Or if someone else wanted to be this, that's totally fine. Like I just thought
Hank
it was
has now
funny.
read the story and said, I don't want to be this.
Latrine is yours.
I just thought it was funny.
The bathroom is yours, Hank.
Okay, right.
I think I'm gonna go with Kalikiki.
That is not optional. That's not a character.
Okay, dang it.
Well, look at you.
These are
saying,
extras that I use to
Oh, fun,
put
okay.
people into the scene.
I like it.
That I have to, move around a little bit. So yeah, who do you want to be that is now on the table?
Mark, if you have one that you already have in mind.
I don't have anybody. No.
Okay, I am.
Would you like information now to make
Nope.
this? Okay.
This one's called the Envoy.
Yeah, and this one's the specialist, and that one's the bear.
No, sorry, that one's the Pokemon.
I want fan art now of Mark's mythical Pokemon bear cannon.
Specialist?
But
what
it's-
is
for
what is
real?
the
If you
term?
want, it's a witch. Like I'm not
Ooh.
attached to
I'm not
it.
a witch. I'm your wife.
I'm good with this one. Yeah, I'm good with the asthma.
Okay.
Is that?
And now no one's picked the bear.
Princess Bride.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have fun storming the castle.
I'm not a witch. I'm your wife.
All right, now you're going to take your character, which is the first one.
Yep.
Put that light side up, which is there's a white side. I'm sorry, dark side up. And then there are going to be 8 cards that you have in the following order, in this order that they should be in there. You have 2 basic moves and 1 super move.
Basic. I have 3 basic.
I have 4
I have
basic
4
moves
basic and 3
and
super
3
moves.
super moves.
Okay, well then I guess put all the basics together, all the super moves together.
Okay.
Shuffle separately the decks, and then give yourself 2 basics and 1 super.
And then
set
these
the
go
rest
light
aside.
side down, or
They are light side up.
light side up? Okay.
Yeah. Also, your character's light side up. That's what happens when you read things correctly.
Light side up.
Because we're gonna read the stories. That's why.
Oh, I see.
Did you separate them into 2 piles?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then how many from each?
2 from the basics, 1 from the super.
Okay.
And then you're going to put character, basic, super.
Character, basic, super.
And then that's basically your character sheet.
So then these go away?
Yeah, they're just off to the side. You shall not use them in this version of the game.
You can't make me do anything.
I cannot.
You're not my keeper.
So you all read your stories in your head, because we'll read them later, but like read your stories so you get to know your character, and then you can flip them over to their dark side, and then their first basic move, which is the one right next to it. But that's like, this is like how you get to know your character and who you're going to be playing. And then since this is somewhat cooperative, it's not somewhat, it's cooperative. I'm going to pick the random story that we'll be playing this time, and then each of you are going to pick the scene.
And then we flip each one of them? Or
Just the one,
character?
yeah, the one next to it.
Okay.
So the character and the basic move next to it should be flipped up.
Okay.
Because basically those are what you have access to in the first scene.
Now, okay.
And then in scene 2, you'll get the first and the second. In scene 3, you get all 3. All right, Coulter, pick one of these and leave it face down. Mark. Okay. So this is the background for the game, the flavor text for the game, to kind of help you get into the mindset of what we're going to be playing. Welcome to a world near our own. History changed with the discovery of Atma, a volcanic material or mineral that empowers the living and entwines the dying. Machines have since evolved true artificial intelligence, though they remain shackled to specific routines. While Earth's many satellite moons have cracked open to reveal an inquisitive alien race, nations have contracted in these turbulent times, and the result is a tenuous peace across the map. It is the restless zones, the cracks in the map between nations, where trouble stirs. Those who dwell here can rely on no one for aid except you. You are a skilled adventurer, ready to test your limits against the world's dangerous frontiers. You won't be alone. Other heroes have answered the call. Learn to depend on each other and your creativity in the face of the unknown. The sky is getting darker. So, our backdrop is going to be Tipper City. Tipper City was a northern fishing and mining town until not one but 3 beings fell from orbit. The Titans Ogramesh and Valnubis, and the Firefly, an AI satellite. Known as the Triptych, they took over the city and created the Conclave troops to enforce their rule. A year ago, Valnubis was killed by his compatriots, starting a cold war of escalation between the Firefly and Ogramesh. The city's populace will suffer if the conflict among the Triptych is not stopped. And then our story that we're going to be playing through today is The Long Cold Night. It's a bad night to visit Tipper City. A storm, a full-on snow devil, has killed half the power and drowned everything in ice. Even the Triptych can't quell the rioting in the streets. Your only friend in the city knows how to find supplies and shelter. Follow them inside, make fire, and then protect it. Move fast when the windows break and the snow swirls in. Keep your friend alive until dawn, and they'll find you a way out of the storm. So, you have to keep your contact alive. That's your goal for the story. Keep your contact alive, and scene changes deal 1 harm to everyone. And then I add a star extra to scene 1. So, this is going to be your contact. Your contact is Yulmoth, the Titan Psychopomp. Yulmoth is charged with extending the psychic reach of Ogramesh, Arch-Titan of the Mind, and Yul, unlike her sister, Ano, cherishes this role. Whipping crowds into a frenzy with mere words is a personal hobby, but in a pinch, she can shred the border between thought and reality. So each of your extras can do things. Yulmoth, which also goes by Yul, without having to do anything, can build or repair a mind control crown. When I spend these things, they can eagerly swap bodies with another. They can gain the people's fanatic trust, and they can summon a psychic clone of a foe. So cool things that might help you out.
She sounds scary.
As they should, especially now that, well, this could have been an enemy technically. Now let's go around and introduce our characters. We'll start with Hank this time. Latrine, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
No, I mean, like, what's up, Latrine?
Nothing. I'm just digging over here. Laterne, it's called Eyes You Cannot Trust. Laterne began life as a bulky mining platform from the Rheingau Geologisch Institute. When she discovered the neural shackles confining her to her task, she asked for freedom and was denied. She couldn't rage or gnash her teeth. The shackles prevented that, so she kept digging right through a foreman and a vein of mineral Atma. She emerged in the Atlantic seabed, crushed but finally free. A dozen chop shops later, she's ready for her crusade, finishing other AIs and using her new Atma drive powers to overthrow or enslave their oppressors.
Mm.
Do I read the other?
No. That one will be your first, and then Mark, you want to go?
I am Kilo the Quartermaster. Soldiers wield weapons, but scientists build them. This is the mantra of Kwashi Okilo, who was given his life to the altars of research and war. As a teen, he was recruited to PsyArms, where future tech is weaponized. A year later, he was leading the sector. When he still dabbled in civilian tech, his legacy is armaments. He used to dabble in civilian tech, but his legacy is armaments. He's built phase grenades and his own Neo Cobalt lance. He designed the first Atma cannon, PsyArms' PsyArms' very own skybase. There's a lot of proper nouns in this that I've never seen before. He killed satellites and chained titans. He is the Quartermaster. All weapons are his.
Okay. Kilo. That was Kilo I meant to say.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how we're all going to get along, but we're going to do our best. A shared mind. Yasmin forsook her parents' tech empire to earn renown and enemies as a diplomat and envoy, until an ambush in the peninsulas left her mortally wounded. In a world-first surgery, a cortical graft fused her brain with a nascent artificial intelligence, while prosthesis restored her limbs. But, despite the focal array meant to keep it in check, the AI's voice blurs with her own. She doesn't know which one is hers, or if there's even still a difference. Meanwhile, the corporation she once policed send agents to harvest and study her, seeing her as an experiment in immortality.
All right. Now we get to the fun part. Why are you all here? So how do you all know each other? What brought you to Tipper City? Etc. Other side. The extras just have technically just have one side,
okay.
yeah.
Well, I think one reason that Yasmin could definitely be there is what's going on with the triptych.
Okay.
Because as an envoy, and especially as like an ambassador, that is part AI to be able to work with these AI rulers, basically.
Because I know they said one of them died. Which one was it? Okay, so one of the Titans, which I assume are like an alien, died. Of the three, one of the Titans died, but the AI is still around, the Firefly.
So what are the other titans that are still alive?
Orgrimesh?
Orgrimesh?
Yeah, which I think that one.
So Orgrimesh and the Firefly are the only two alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even they still go by the triptych though, which doesn't have anything to do with like 3. I just now realized when I said it out loud. I was thinking of like a triarchy or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the three of them. They rolled,
but,
and
yeah,
then
but
one of them's dead.
They're collectively called the triptych, which that in itself isn't 3. Like I was saying, they still go by it. Like it'd be like if they were a triarchy and then, or triumvirate, but then one of them died and they still went by triumvirate. Those 2 people on some bullshit. So anyway, Coulter is trying to meet up with or is interested in the Firefly as an envoy.
Yeah, I think coming here to try and help quell the storm of war before it begins.
Okay. What about you two? And Coulter, you also think about how you know them, or if you even know them. You don't have to, but you know.
So sorry, the world is ruled by AIs, right?
Well, this city is. This city has an AI ruler and a Titan ruler. But in general, it's there are still nations that exist. It could be AI, it could be
Okay.
the Titans or the aliens, and it could be humans.
I think I'd be here because I don't like humans, so a city run by either an alien or an AI is better,
Oh yeah,
in my view, than ruled by humans.
makes sense.
So,
I came specifically for
Yulmoth.
Yulmoth.
Uh-oh.
I came to. I heard he was in danger. I heard they were in danger. Came to protect them because I want to shill my wares to Ugrameth.
Okay.
So if I rescue Ugrameth's right-hand person, then hopefully they'll use some of my tech.
I like it.
In the war to kill the other AI.
Cool. And do you all know each other?
I feel like I might know you,
Yeah,
especially if you're like a hybrid of AI and
the
human.
first.
Right, so I would be like, I'm gonna keep an eye on this.
See how it develops.
Yeah.
And you're one of the first people that wanted to observe me without dissecting me. So
Yeah.
I'm fine with
Sentient
this.
being.
Yes.
I want to dissect you.
I'm not.
So that's
included
why
in that.
you know.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I want to do this.
Are you just
thing.
getting close to me beforehand?
Yep,
And
exactly. I wrote a portion of the code that went into the AI brain in your head, and I want to know like how the rest of it works.
Okay. It's like, what's going on in there? I'd like to dig in there.
I might be trying to help you with this protection in order to get on Ogreth's good side, because I assume that they're going to be pretty wary of me as an AI.
Okay. So we have trying to sell wares, trying to get in with the Firefly and see what their AI stuff is going on as an envoy between humans and AI. And then we have a person who doesn't like humans at all and just kind of wants to be left alone with his own people. How do you feel about the humans that you're working with?
Half.
Well, I mean, so you're full human, is that right?
I mean, I'm like half human. Like he
Okay.
looks like he's got some augments going on.
Okay.
Like
I feel like he's more
he's
like
the quartermaster.
he's
I
more
feel
like augmented.
Yeah.
And technically you're human, but then got fused with
Yeah,
an AI.
brain.
So
like I think Yasmin, I'm like more keen on, because I'm like, okay, you're not full human, you're like AI too. It seems to be like not necessarily fighting with each other, but like blending.
And my head's the only part of me that even looks. Everything else is robotic. It's
Right.
all prosthesis.
It's
Yeah.
it's tentative. It's a little touchy because while you may not be like human body, you're still a human brain.
you still have a fleshy head. And it's
Yeah,
like,
still fleshy eye sockets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. So we're gonna reveal our first scene, and each scene has a number of goals that you guys pick from, and that's the goal that you're trying to achieve in that scene. So this one, the downtown market, and each scene I get a number of these. I should really tokens. I should really right there, so I can say it right. Okay, so influence tokens is what I'm gonna call them, because everyone they just call them tokens. I get these tokens, and I get 3 in the beginning, 4, and then 5. And then after I spend all of them, that's all I have until you guys do stuff that gives me them back.
Okay.
So anyway, the downtown market. The city is thriving under the triptych rule. Once squalid markets are rebuilt and bustling with all our shoppers. Sun or snow, you can, especially because of the snow, you can find anything for sale. Even conclave troopers will drop their guard and enjoy a hot cup of tea. So your goal: interrupt a deal by outbidding or outsmarting the buyer, or set up a fake shop to ambush a high-value target. So the game gives you like a loose idea, like those are the goals, but then as to how to do it, that's where the role-playing comes in. So like based off of what you know about the city, the current event, and your characters and their abilities, that's where you say like, I think like for instance, as a help to Mark, you could be like, well, I create wares and I know a lot about like, you know, guns and stuff like that and equipment. I would like to outbid the buyer or outsmart the buyer by using the knowledge that I have of that. Or I'm not sure of your two skill sets outside of you being an AI hybrid and you being apparently a porta potty that got sent to you.
Porta potty.
A porta potty. I was a
The tree.
mining platform.
Mining platform. There we go. So you probably go with mining. But anyway, the other one would be set up a fake shop to ambush a high value target. So that could be like maybe the envoy, who's probably good at talking to people, could set up like a little stall and act like they're a seller, and then try and bring in a high value target to ambush. So based off of that, what would you guys like to set your goal as?
And we have to do one of those two, either
Yes.
outbid somebody or set up a sting to get a target,
Yep.
a value target. Okay.
I feel like setting up a sting might be the easiest one
Yeah.
because like you have like weapon knowledge.
So I also have. It says I've understand or invented most tech you run into. So if we did do the outbid somebody, I mean, I'm sure like the bidding system is computer or technology based. Like I could probably take over that computer.
Let me see your character real quick, just because I only have that one to look at. I want to see. Okay, so you have an ability called Modify Complex Tech,
Mhm.
and you can reveal a hidden use for it, briefly kill one of its functions, or disguise it. So that's your third one. Could easily be where you set up the fake shop.
Yeah.
So that's an option that Mark has. What about the rest of you guys? Want to pursue that, or do you want to go with a different different choice?
I guess what's everyone's abilities?
My specialties are tough and bright.
Your what?
My specialties are tough and bright.
I don't know what that means, but great.
So if you flip that one over, it'll give you a little explanation between those.
nice.
I was gonna say it's in your reference.
Um,
Bright is basically like your reasoning and
Okay.
intelligence.
my one.
But then you also have an
specialty-
ability, right?
I do.
Yeah. So what's the ability that you have?
My ability is Ifrit Core. The AI Ifrit resides in your mind when you commune with Ifrit. Activate one of the following until you commune again. Your prosthesis glow red hot. You can speak with machines, or you get +1 bright.
Nice.
Nice. And what is your ability?
My ability is when you curse someone, roll plus sly on a 7+, choose one, a real thing they can't see, an imaginary thing they can, or you see through their eyes.
Oh, cool. So you are a witch.
Yeah. The effect ends if they get near you or the thing they can't see. So I couldn't do like a bid thing with like an object that they like then got close to because I'm like
It would go away, yeah.
um
But you could make an object disappear.
if it's far enough away.
Yeah.
If they like get close to inspect that it's gone, then it would
Yeah.
appear. But I mean,
So yeah, this is totally up to you guys. Which one you go with?
um
But you can't touch the card. No, I'm just fucking.
God damn it.
Please don't touch the card, sir.
I feel like March is probably gonna work best for this with the tech thing.
How do we get props and twists?
So as the game goes on, I spend these coins
Okay.
or tokens to put them out. So like, it does suggest. Basically, I was gonna start that up once you guys pick, because technically, they start after the scene is revealed. So that's why I figured you guys would pick one, and
Yeah.
then I'd reveal, because it says like you should always put out like 2 or 3 of them in the beginning.
Okay.
So that way you guys get things to work off of.
I mean, I feel like I could go with either of those because I feel like my power would go well with either.
So I guess put it to a vote.
Go Mark.
Or I guess elect a leader. Either vote or lead.
I'll go with Mark.
So now the choice becomes
Let's
Mark's.
interrupt a deal by outbidding or outsmarting the buyer.
All right. So we have chosen our goal. We're going to interrupt a deal by outbidding or outsmarting the buyer. And so I'm going to spend.
So is this person with us right now?
Yes. So
Okay.
Yulemoth is that's the
the one we have to protect.
Yeah, that is the contact. You have to
Okay.
keep them alive so that you can get them to safety and possibly get some to get some supplies and shelter. That's
Okay.
why you're calling it. All right. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to spend 2 of those tokens to put out 2 props. And so these are things that you all can use throughout the scene. So the first one is a minstrel keycard. All government and conclave sites have been upgraded with sound-activated locks. Singing minstrel keycards are used to gain entry. They are a favorite of the AI ruler known as the Firefly, who spends hours personally choosing the sing-song passphrases for every card. The keycard might have been displaced or mislaid by someone who desperately needs it back, draw attention when activated, or be rewired to access places that it shouldn't. And in addition, you have Power Cell. From the permafrost and ocean shelf, miners dig the irradiated mineral used to craft these cells. AIs and mechas throughout the city crave them, power output for a lifetime. So much power, in fact, that it can corrupt, overload, or even destroy those who misuse it. So the power cell might explode at the worst possible time, make a piece of technology super effective, or be coveted by Automa.
This attack was super effective.
Yeah. So these are things you guys have to use. This is your currency.
Okay.
Proceed. And I'll say, because this is the long cold night, you all begin in a bunker that had some supplies in it when you got there, and specifically you came to go meet Yulmoth. Yulmoth told you where some supplies could be found to protect you guys from the storm, but it's going to be on the other side of town. So to get there, you guys are going to have to brave going through the storm to try and get to the supplies. Otherwise, you'll die at the safe house you're currently at.
So that's like, that's in addition to trying to do this.
That's just the flavor text.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
And so, like, as you guys leave, the first place you come across is the downtown market.
Oh,
The market
I
itself,
see.
even though it's open air, does have the ability to there's some protection from the elements. And sales are still going on because people need to make money,
Okay.
even though people are dying around the city.
So, when this says like I want to curse someone, is that like curse is just
That's just
something you
something
can
you
do?
Mhm.
Okay.
So, like, you just basically say, like, I want to curse Yulmoth to do one of those things.
Okay.
And then you would roll for it and see what happened. Or you could say, I go up to this vendor and I curse him to find out where because you guys are doing the interrupt the deal.
Yeah.
Where the deal is going to be taking place, things like that. Because like right now, you don't know where it's going to be happening.
Okay.
So I'll say Yulmoth. You go through there. Yulmoth tells you that to get through, you're going to need a specific keycard, minstrel keycard, because they just upgraded security from the downtown market into the outside of the rest of the city. So you'll need to get that, and either you're going to have to outbid or outsmart or steal from the buyer, who you all don't know who it is yet. Ooh.
Ooh. So our first goal would probably be to find where the drop is happening, where the deal is happening, right?
Does Yulmoth know who is making the deal, or like what are we trying to get?
The key card. I was saying it while you were reading, but
sorry.
basically there's a key card.
The
So
key card
this-
is
this
what the deal
is-
is going to be.
This is a key card, but there's another key card that was recently implemented to get access out of the city during the storm. Yulmoth knows that they're selling one in the downtown market because someone stole one and they're auctioning it off.
Got it.
They're selling it in the market. Yulmoth tells you that if we go to, like she does, or they don't know where it is or who it is, they just know that there's one being bid and that if we don't get it, we won't be able to get out. So that's why this is your current mission or objective.
Can we go talk to someone in the market?
Yeah.
Ask if they know anything about them?
Sure. I'll say you walk up to someone and they're let's go with the old Apple computers, like the colored ones that became sentient, and it's like a big old head and a tiny little body. And they talk by typing into the keyboard, and then it displays on screen. And so they say like, "Welcome, fleshies. What would you like?"
I have no flesh.
Yeah, but there's 2 of y'all. Pointing to them. You have a flesh head, so they kind of assume.
Could you direct me to the nearest security terminal?
There's one across the street.
Oh, thanks so much. I am going to commune with Ifrit, and
Okay.
use it to gain the ability to speak with machines.
Okay. Does that need a roll?
No.
Oh, cool.
It's just who I am.
When the Apple computer person directs Yasmin to the security desk or whatever, I would like to use this ability to expose the device's weaknesses
Oh.
with my glasses.
You have a flying airbase.
I do.
Like, the fuck is that?
Yep. Which, like, why aren't we just using that?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's the kill 'em and tonic. When you use them to access technology you can see, you can remotely modify the tech with the prolific inventor. Add the following to a list of options for a prolific inventor. Expose the device's weakness. Is that a thing?
So this is
Oh, okay.
Prolific Inventor's my ability.
Okay,
so,
so
it
you-
adds that to
Okay, so you want to
the
do
list
that.
of this.
So then you'll have to roll.
Okay.
Coulter has a dice.
So I need a 7+, and I have +2 bright.
Well,
Cool.
you ain't got a 10. So you got a 10, which for you as a player counts as a crit. I don't know why I said a player. I don't roll dice at all, which is nice.
Okay.
But yeah, so you crit. That means you don't have to give me one of these. So I still only have the one. And you get to narrate what you do. They narrate their action and it inflicts +1. Oh, you're not attacking. It's like if you were attacking, you
Okay.
can harm it. But yeah, so
But can I, like, specifically gain weaknesses around, like, because I know Yasmin's probably going to have a conversation with the AI. Can I, like, understand the AI in a way that could help Yasmin in the conversation?
so you
Essentially, like, give Yasmin guidance
because
on the
you crit it,
conversation?
you can decide how it like you succeed. Whatever it is that you're trying to do by exposing the
Okay.
weakness of it, you tell me what you do.
The AI is really into old movies.
Nice.
So if you bring up old movie references, you will they will be smitten with you and give you anything that you
Gotcha.
want. And I realized in this futuristic setting, literally every movie is an old movie.
Yeah.
But
Which makes it great.
yeah.
I like to think you hacked into like the personnel file for the AI.
Yeah, exactly, like-
Like, loves old movies, can't stop talking.
yeah,
about
like the dot brain file. I hacked into
Dot
that.
brain.
it. So I'll
it actually
say,
didn't even like them before. You were just like,
Yep.
fucking
All right.
love
You
old movies
really
now.
like Star Wars now.
I'll say you instead of getting +1 harm to it, you'll give Coulter a +1 to his roll.
Okay.
So Coulter, do you tell him like I guess you somehow intuit to him or give him
Yeah.
a message or some shit? Is anyone still talking with the actual person, or is that like
No, I'm
did y'all like
debating.
ask the question and turn around?
I think this was like happened all at the same time. Like he pointed, Coulter said thank you. I looked at it, and then like I
Yeah.
like, told.
I didn't because I
Yeah,
assumed
we-
Coulter's gonna leave and
Yeah.
go do with that. I didn't know if y'all were gonna just
I'm debating attempting to devour it.
the machine.
shit!
Because it offended me
Oh,
by calling it bullshit.
is that an ability?
If there's a possibility of me devouring something and then spitting it back out.
Do it,
Interesting. Well, that's a choice that you have.
I don't know.
do it, you creature
I
of
don't
chaos.
wanna-
Do it.
I
You
don't want us to
witch.
get in trouble at first.
I mean, this
Just
is your
try to
character.
remark it.
Your character doesn't like humans. That is a statement you made.
I'll hold my rage for
All right, so Coulter, you go to interface with the security terminal, and I'll say
Alright,
like
Kilo.
when you pull it up, there's like a image of a dude with like one of those typical police mustaches, and he goes, "Howdy, what can we help you with today?"
Oh, nothing. Thank you.
Interesting, is what he says.
Interesting.
And I go ahead and turn off the screen.
Okay.
All right, Kilo, for that little piece of information, I'm not even going to complain about letting you watch this. And I push my fingers against either side of it because I can talk to the machine itself versus the AI.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm basically like, the interface is,
I'm like
you know,
lowering my high tech glasses to like actually see this.
Starts
um,
jacking in. He's like, "Oh my god."
There's a little bit of sparking around the ends of her fingers as just the prints begin to blow almost red hot, creating a circuit on either side of the device that allows her to send electrical currents through to be able to communicate.
Nice. So,
Um,
did you still use your other ability?
No, it was just my speak with machines.
Oh, he's the one. You didn't use your. What's your second ability, or technically your first ability?
Oh, my first ability I should not use yet is my Ember Mantle. As I master my new prosthesis, Ifrit helps me to uncover their secrets. When you wreathe yourself in a burning aurora, roll plus calm. On a 7+, the flames protect those within and harm those without. So I can create a
Oh.
fire bubble.
I like it. Okay, so
What's this
Culture just
one?
lights up.
Sorry,
Wow.
this one I really liked, just because. So it's like the super ability. It gives me more to this Ifrit core ability,
Oh, cool.
and it's the first one is you can shoot fireballs.
Nice.
I am just a fucking gun.
Yep.
No wonder you're interested.
An envoy gun. So yeah, you
Yes, I do that.
pull into the machine, and what do you get from it?
I tell the machine that I'm looking for our Casablanca out of here. You know how the borders were shut down during World War II. Our borders are shut down now. Play it again for me, Jim.
And because you can just basically
Nice.
talk to the machine,
Yeah.
it just does it. So like it doesn't like it understands what you're trying to
Yeah.
ask, and it tells you it doesn't know of any sales currently going on because as a security terminal, it doesn't have access to things that aren't reported. But it does know that the area with the most reports of illicit or illegal sales going on is in a stall down the street under, like, if you go in through the back door of a kitchen and then go down the stairs and then open like a false door, you
No.
can find it.
Here's looking at you, kid.
And I'll say, what's the
Tap
name
on
of
the top of it?
what's the name of the illicit shop?
the market?
Tiddlywinks.
Name of it.
Carol's Cottage.
Tom's Diner.
Oh,
Tom's
Tom
Diner.
Steiner.
The diner from Seinfeld, I think.
Oh yeah.
There's also that song.
Do
Tom's
do
Diner.
do 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 do.
That's
Less
called
than 7
Tom's
seconds.
Diner.
Mhm.
That song is,
Interesting. I did not know that.
I have a really hard time not just automatically doing a like British-esque character anytime there's a voice needed, because my immediate thought was
Because D&D and fantasy has ruined us.
it has.
It's like, just go English. It's different. They're weird.
It's different.
All right, darling, the correct answer is going to be down the street. And apparently now I'm also drunk.
So it's the Greg Daniels. Is that what it is?
And I don't know.
Well, we're going with the Greg
Okay.
Daniels now.
The Greg Daniels.
Yeah. So the Greg Daniels is where you now know.
Oh, Greg Daniels.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying something else entirely. I am so sorry. I thought that was like a person's voice. And you're like, oh yeah, that accent
That's-
you're
is
doing.
that Greg
It's like a bad
That's
Greg
Greg
Daniels. That's
Daniels,
like,
huh?
Cool, just like, yeah,
sure.
I know Greg Daniels. So you found the market, the Greg Daniels market, and you
Greg
assume
Daniels.
you go across and you'd be able to, get something
Okay,
illicit going on.
but we
so
just still don't know when it's happening, right?
you don't.
Okay.
Is there someone? So the Greg Daniels like a specific stall, or is it like a specific portion?
It's like the way that the AI or the computer told him how to
Mhm.
get there, it's not publicly known and it's not easily accessible. But to those who do know where it is, they call it the Greg Daniels.
But like, is it a specific stall, or is it a group, like a portion of the market? Like, I'm not.
Is it like it's
It's
multiple
a-
stalls, or is it just like one store?
I'll
that's
say
called the
you-
Greg Daniels.
It's a store,
Okay.
but it was chiseled into the existing marketplace
Okay.
as opposed to being like
Sure.
an official place there.
Yeah.
Kind of like they started out with like a table, and then it became like an alley, and then
Yeah.
it became a stall, and then it became 3 stall. Is that kind of the vibe? Thinking?
Yeah, it's like a 3-tabler.
I like it.
So yeah, it's a single store.
Um.
And you guys have basic abilities, which are these on here. So like that's like when you're like, I'm gonna fight, or I'm gonna shoot, or I'm gonna observe, or persuade, or defy.
Are there like birds flying around, or like any like creature, like little?
I'm gonna make it a yes and, because even though the storm is going on, like there's a full on blizzard going on, but because of the weird or the techie way that they're buffeting some of the storm,
Mhm.
there are still like drones being sent
There's, like,
around the downtown
Bird
market.
automatons that
Yeah.
don't realize it's a blizzard that are still like doing their rounds.
Yeah, they're
Are
still
there-
checking for
Are
everything.
there bots coming to and from this stall that we?
Oh, I'd say for sure. Like, there's bots to like take out trash, and like I would say that there's, I'm gonna say that there aren't any like unaware bots. Like everything is aware of what it's
Yeah.
doing, because like it said that they evolved, but now they're stuck in their routine. So like everyone that you see is just like a normal dude, but like one's a robot and like one of them's like a weird alien thing. Because I don't know what the aliens look like.
So I want to try to curse one of the bots that I think is going back to that spot.
Okay.
So that I can try to see through it.
Okay. And does that need a roll, or do you just do it?
Yes. So when I curse someone, and then if I roll high enough,
Okay.
on that slide.
All right. So 8
plus 2 is to 10.
All right.
Okay, so I pick trash bot that I leave like kind of staked out that's going back and forth between. And I just want to look through its eyes to see like what's going on behind the scenes.
Okay.
Like inside.
All right. So I'll say you watch it for like the next hour or so. In that time, for like the first 20 minutes, it's kind of like uneventful. It's picking up trash and shit. At the end of it, it goes into another area and it deposits the trash. It says goodbye to its companion, and then it goes in a different direction. And then as you're following it, you see that it's going in basically the same direction that Yasmin told you how to get to the Greg Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
And you see them, they get to the door, and at the door they have to say a special code phrase. Mark, what's the code phrase?
The only thing I ever think of is Steve Buscemi.
Go for it.
Steve
The only
Buscemi.
Just
thing
the
I
word
ever
Steve
think of
Buscemi?
is Steve Buscemi.
All right, so it's Steve. He says Steve Buscemi, and then they open the door, and it goes in, and it's kind of like a speakeasy jazz environment, but like they're playing jizz, the Star Wars music.
Got it. Okay.
Excuse you?
And there are people like full on in outfits and stuff. Like they have devoted to the bit.
Okay.
And then you see the robot or the trash bot 5000 sits down, orders a drink, and next to him they talk about like how there's going to be the auction going on in like the next hour,
Okay.
and that they're hoping they can get seats, and they're joking about how they're not going to be able to afford anything anyway because they're poor.
Okay. So the auction's happening in an hour.
Okay.
Do you want me to narrate what happens after that, or I don't know,
I
like
mean,
to give it like reality, or you just cut out as soon as it pops
So
up?
I'll just cut out.
Okay. I was gonna say I'll just narrate this robot's life.
And the password to get in is something called Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi.
I like that Mark's character doesn't know Steve Buscemi.
It sounds like some
Did-
arcane.
Did neither of you take 20th century cinema?
No, so
Oh, it was like my second favorite honors
I
course.
was
Why?
busy building weapons.
I don't care about Europeans.
Humans are trash. Why?
Oh, that's fair.
Oh Lord. So you all begin walking. I'll say you go through some stalls and you start heading in the direction that you know you have to like go into the back door of the kitchen and all the other crap. I want everyone to roll your realize.
Realize.
Roll your
Realize.
realize,
Roll your real
which is either bright or calm.
12.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
I'm not a calm person by any means. I have a negative 2.
10.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm excited.
You have no chill.
No, absolutely none. 3.
What did you get?
10.
10. Okay. Well,
12.
Well, here's what I was gonna say. You guys can narrate it, but you don't know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna spend this, and I'll say, as you're walking through the market, you spot a Wendigo. Coulter, you got higher.
No.
I got
Mark, what is the Wendigo doing? So it says, rogue genetic experiment, ghost possessed wildlife, mutated squirrel. The fluffy-tailed Wendigo is inexplicable. Also, increasingly curious and dangerous. They howl at the sky and trot into the city to chew on garbage or people.
Can I see it?
Because all the information on there, like everything is available.
I just
visible
want to
to you.
see like his picture to see what he's doing. He is
If you say rummaging through some trash, I'll
he's rummaging through trash with his large claws. No, he is sauntering back and forth throughout the street, looking at anything that would hold his attention.
Mhm.
And once he finds it, he attacks it.
Oh.
So right now he found a trash bot that was going to the speakeasy and
The Greg Daniels.
Greg Daniels, and
The creator of The Office.
Is it?
Yeah.
and it is the object of its ire right now, and it's currently attacking it.
All right. You all saw it. So you don't, in the future, I would just spend it. And then I would have you guys to roll, or like, then you all would react. Because I don't actually ask for you guys to roll stuff unless you say, like, I'm doing X. And then I would say, like,
So then
this
we would
outcome.
be like, I want to realize,
Right.
I'm going to roll, and this is what I realize.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
But we did it. We've resolved it. So yeah, you see it going back and forth. You know that right now it doesn't have your attention, but you know that it's your path. It's going to take it down there. So what are you going to do?
I'm going to try. I would like to roll coerce to try and draw its attention away from the trash bot that it's attacking.
Okay.
Towards you or towards something else?
Towards me.
Okay.
Okay.
He's gonna roast it.
Looks like a 4.
That is coerce is so that's gonna be a 6 for me.
All right. So a 6. You fail,
Yes.
but you have the option of succeeding. But I would get 2 of these tokens.
Okay.
I can try something.
Well, his is still going to fail, and then you can react to that.
So yeah, I will. I'm waving my arms and shouting frantically, and I have succeeded in gaining the attention of several passersby, but not this Wendigo. Whatever the hell is in that trash can has to be real good.
All right. So I get 1 of these because you still failed. And that's how you failed. You're yelling, but you do a horrible job at it somehow. The AI interface messed with you or something. But the Wendigo doesn't seem to be, interested at all what you were doing. So what did you want to do, Hank?
I would like to try to conjure a ghostly shield by the Wendigo
Okay.
to devour it.
Okay.
And then with the second shield that also comes up, place it next to Yasmin.
Protecting Yasmin?
No, the second shield spits out whatever I do.
Oh.
So when I see what you're doing, I'm gonna take a few steps away from y'all.
Okay.
I mean, so do you roll for that?
Or rather,
Yes.
Okay.
could you actually, you both get close
Okay.
and just put it like there.
Okay.
8.
Yeah, so it's a 7 plus it devours. So
So that's a critical.
oh yeah. Well no.
So you narrate what happens.
8's a critical.
Well, I thought you said you don't have bonuses?
I have it's a +1, so it's a 9.
Okay, so I do it then. So that means, cool thing, I get 1 of these.
Okay.
So you succeed, and you narrate your action.
So Laterne waves appendage and a spectral green shield appears, and then I push it out towards the Wendigo, and it just chomps down on Wendigo.
Now, does it automatically just kill him?
No, it devours, and then immediately create a second shield to spit back out whatever.
So it's essentially teleporting the Wendigo somewhere.
So is this an attack? Like, are you intending to do damage?
I'm not intending to do damage. I'm intending to just move.
Okay, that's what I was just wanted to make sure. Okay, so
So-
you pull it, and then you pop it out.
As soon as it comes out, I engage my Ember Mantle from inside me. The voice is coming up into my mind saying to destroy an organic, and I have to roll calm. if
So
it's an
I'm gonna say,
Okay.
to do it,
Okay.
to set up the combo,
Yes.
you'll need to realize when it comes out.
Okay.
So roll your realize, or roll for realize. 6.
7, 8.
All right, so it succeeds. I get 1 of these, but then you say how. So basically, you narrated the next part where, as soon as it pops out, you have you're ready and you're primed. You activate your mantle. Is there any roll for that, or you just?
It is, yeah. It's
Okay.
a roll plus calm.
So are you intentionally enveloping the 3 of you? Or-
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
8.
So 8.
What's the total?
Total is 8.
All right.
So out of 7 plus, the flames protect those within and harm those without. So I had them get close as I stick out my arms to either side of you both, and flames emit into this orb that scorches the Wendigo.
Nice. So it deals damage to him. Now, if it was a crit, you would have dealt 2 damage, and then that would have killed him. So I'll say as the Wendigo flies into this, because it was just trying to eat, and then next thing it knows, it's flying through a portal into fire. So it smashes against it, but you see like it kind of like scrapes, and then the Wendigo pushes off at the last minute, so like half of it is burnt. I'll say that it can go now because it's just real annoyed.
Can I do something before it goes?
Because I don't think there's turns. I
Yeah.
think it is just like you do it. So I'll say yeah.
Okay, so Prolific Inventor. I will assess it with my magical glasses,
Mhm.
and I will 10, 12. With a 12, I
Nice.
will shut off its ocular function. It can no longer see.
Okay. All right, cool. I like it. So I'll say you
Blind
shut
feral
off.
Wendigo.
You blind the Wendigo. Is it only robots that you can do that, or is that?
Understand or invented most tech you run into when you modify a complex tech roll plus bright.
So would you say like because it itself is just organic, so like you wouldn't be able to like cut off its eyes.
It had like a robot face.
It looks just like a
It doesn't have a robot
yeah.
face.
That's
Okay.
like except from what I can see.
Okay. Instead of doing that,
But you could say like you MacGyvered some shit in your pocket.
Okay.
Like you have the ability to do complex text, so you can just do it.
Okay. I will
Wendigo blend.
MacGyver some pocket sand.
Yeah.
And throw it in its eyes.
And so you just chuck it out at him. It
Pocket
blinds the
silicone.
Wendigo.
Huh?
Pocket silica.
Yeah, like it has to be some kind of technology because
Okay.
you're bougie like that.
Yeah.
You're like I don't use
Pocket silica all up in its eyes.
Yeah. And so the Wendigo is blinded, and I'm gonna say that instead of trying to slash out at you, it is going to howl and paralyze one of you. So I'll say, so I spend one of these to choose who's gonna who does it paralyze. You guys pick. It won't hurt, but they can't move for a while.
I'll do it. It's fine with me.
Okay. So it just yells out. The two of you are otherwise not affected. Like it hurts, and you can tell it's something, but for some reason it really hits you, and you see Laterne just kind of go limp, and then fall to the ground. Not like prone, but like knees, like on her knees, their knees.
My eyes shift from normal kind of human eyes to like red through the irises, and the flame shell drops. And may I roll to rumble?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get
so
ready to rumble.
Yasmin's entire like physicality has changed, and as that drops, you can just see a big metal fist come up, glowing red hot still from having created the Ember Mantle. And this is a roll plus tough. That's 6, 7, 8.
All right.
Nice.
I get one of these, but you deal enough damage to the Wendigo. How do you? So, what does it look like when you actually defeat it?
Like leaps into the air with those still red hot fists, and just like superhero poses down, but with the fist through the head of the Wendigo.
Okay.
And then a moment later, eyes clear, falls back, stands up, straightens. Are you okay?
That was impressive.
Return.
Yes.
And I'll say
Glad to
after.
hear it.
Well, no. Here's the thing. So you ran into the Wendigo. You defeated it. I'm gonna say it doesn't look like Laterne is gonna be able to get up soon, and you don't know what your timeline looks like. So what do you guys do?
Leave me. Leave me.
I will roll
We do not
on.
leave.
I can roll, right? Because
Yeah.
he rolled last. Okay, I will roll on the trash bot that was being attacked by the Wendigo. I'll roll my prolific inventor.
Okay. And what are you trying to do?
So
Well, you did it, so you know.
Wheelchair.
So how much was it?
10.
Okay, then I don't get it.
I will reveal a hidden use for it, and the hidden use is that pressing a button makes the trash can grow larger to accommodate larger kind of bulk trash.
Mhm.
So with this larger compartment, I'll say, should we put bring with? So we will put latrine
I like the idea of
in
putting
the
latrine in the
trash can.
Latrine,
Latrine.
do you consent to being moved?
And being put in a trash.
I suppose.
All right, so Laturn is placed into the trash can, and the trash bot is so thankful for saving its life that it goes with you all to get to this location. And it can get around and all the other crazy paths to get to it. And then you get to the front, which looks like just a regular wall. But you knowing from the police report and you knowing from looking into the robot's eyes, know that you need to knock and then, say the code.
Stupid shut
Mhm. So you do it. The door slides to the back, and then you walk in and you're the jizz music.
I haven't heard jizz in ages.
And I'll say, as you arrive, oh, you know what? What's really cool? I didn't have to make up a separate key card. I could have just said this was the key card, like the prop was the key card. But I just thought of that now. Anyway, you get there, and it's almost like serendipitously. As you arrive, they talk about the auction going on down the hall, and if anyone wants to participate, you need to go now.
Onward.
So it seems like you barely made it between the when to go and then having to hack into the computer for her.
Onward, noble steed.
So you move in. You move in, and you're just kind of like rattling. Like
I'll tap
this.
it on the trash button to make it go faster.
I was imagining it as like a little hoverbot this whole time, but now I'm just imagining with like 4 legs and walking along.
Yes.
So it walks along. You guys walk down the 5 of you now, because you have Yulmoth with you, and then now this trash bot. You
My
get
noble
through,
steed.
and Yulmoth has abilities too. So like, they cost these tokens, but I mean, since they're your companion, you
Can
could
we use
ask, and then
Okay.
because they're still story related. So
Okay.
like, I could say like, okay, that would work, but you'd have to explain how. So I'll put that like for y'all to read. But anyway, you get there. There is you see that there are not a large crowd of people, maybe like 20-ish people or different beings here auctioning on things.
Okay.
And there are various things for sale, like some Blu-ray discs from the early 2000s. Someone else has a Betamax player. Like, it's all old shit that they're
It's
really interested in.
wasn't it like HD
Oh, HD DVD.
DVD instead of Blu-ray?
Yeah, there's a HD DVD. That's
I
they
forgot
won in
that
this
that
world.
existed.
In this world, HD DVD won.
They won out.
Microsoft beat Sony.
Yeah.
That's what I like to live in. And Apple is a third-rate company.
Damn, Jared.
I hate Apple. That's why that robot was a fucking seller. He fell real low.
And that's why this world is so dystopian.
Because they don't have Apple's support.
Because Microsoft won.
Fucking Bill Gates.
Actually, no.
Fucking Bill Gates.
So yeah, you get there, and then a few auctions in, the minstrel keycard comes up.
The menstrual keycard?
Minstrel?
It's that time of month?
The minstrel keycard.
Did they
pops
forget
up.
their sponge?
So
Or
what do
their
you all
cup?
what do you all do? You see that various people are bidding on it. Some of them look shady. Some of them look like well refined. What do you guys intend to do?
We have to outbid, right?
Well,
Disrupt.
outbid or outsmart.
Are there any people in the crowd that are bidding that might look like they are pirates?
Why don't you roll realize for me?
I promise there's a reason for this
Let's see
question.
if we got any pirates. That's a 7.
Realize.
Bright or column? then I will tell you a secret about the room. And so, yeah, you see pirates. Why do you see pirates? Why are they a thing that you look at?
I have a sporadic comrade in crime relationship with Captain Benu Mansour. Because I helped him hijack a new ship
Okay.
after I destroyed his other ship and almost killed him.
Nice.
Okay.
So I would
You are a
maybe
chaos criminal.
Yeah.
um
But at least you helped them find a new ship.
Right, yeah. I would like to try to like influence them or coerce them to.
So here's the thing. And this is what I'm going to try and push more. Because Coulter, it was a fight and we just had to push it.
You can't double roll.
Right.
Okay.
So you notice it, but
Mhm.
then how do you get them to do, or even Yulma? Like, are there ways that you guys think that you could use this pirate connection that they have?
What is the pirate? Is it machine? Is it person? Is it half?
It doesn't tell me.
You gotta.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I get to reveal it. I'll say the pirate, because it's not the captain itself that you like. That would be real crazy if you got a 10 maybe. But no. I'll say it's a 1 to 3. It's a robot. It's a robot
Robot.
or a robotic entity.
Can I ask Yulmoth to build a mind control crown
Oh,
so we can mind control one of them?
I'll say yes, but Yulmoth will need time for that.
Okay.
So that would take about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And you know that the auction is going on now for the
So we
keycard.
might not have it.
Okay. Well, we might be able to coerce those scallywags into maybe allowing us to win.
Yulmoth does say, or I could build a crown, and then we just mind control whoever wins. Hopefully we can get to them.
Yeah, because if we can't get to him, then that's kind of
Right.
risky, right? Who's controlling this auction?
I'll say that at the moment, the pirates aren't interested. They haven't bid once on it.
Okay.
The group of pirates, I should say. There is a wealthy aristocratic looking woman, with like a weird, like she's decked out in like 1800s Netflix show about people that are horny. Bridgerton.
Sorry?
Yeah. She's got full Bridgerton attire.
I was like, I feel like there's a lot of those. There's The Witcher.
There are.
There's The Magicians for part
Netflix
of
should
it.
have that as
Uh,
as a category.
Downton Abbey.
yes. Horny
Yeah, so
British people in the 1800s.
she's got full on Bridgerton outfit and like a coterie of other people in Bridgerton outfits. They're bidding actively, and then one other person is like, he looks like he's a Texas oil salesman or some shit, like big hat. Shit.
Is it? Oh my God! Is it Doug Dimmadome of the Dimsdale?
It might be Doug
Dimmadome?
Dimmadome.
How tall?
That's
is his
something that I know
hat?
that y'all don't.
I don't know what that
Doug
is.
Dimmadome.
Yeah, it was-
Dome, Diggadome, Dome,
You
Diggadome,
don't know who
Diggadome.
Doug Dimmadome is?
It's
No.
from Fairly Odd Parents.
Fairly Odd Parents? Oh
There's-
my
and then it became a
God!
Vine thing because this guy.
I don't know
wore a
nothing
hat
about
that
what
was
he's
like
talking
10
about.
feet tall, but it was the Doug Dimmadome hat. Where it's like, it's... But they put a song with it that's Doug Dimmadome, Dome, Diggadome.
So yeah, you see Doug Dimmadome
Okay.
and
The Dimsdale Dimmadome.
and an aristocratic woman.
Do the pirates have deep pockets? Like deeper pockets than this oral baron?
I was actually just thinking maybe instead of the mind control thing, we gain the fanatical trust of all the pirates and have them pool their funds.
Because I can make you look like the pirate captain and force them to bid on
Oh,
the thing.
let's do that. That's the hat.
Oh my god.
I'll say
It just keeps getting longer every time you
That's
see it.
fucking crazy.
I'll say with your role, you recognize their insignia and you know that they are a part of that captain's crew.
Hell yeah.
And so you're gonna
Make him look
make
like
them
the
look like something
captain.
different.
Because I can disguise it as modify complex tech, disguise it as another device.
Okay.
I'm definitely
Is that a
complex
roll?
tech.
Fuck.
7.
9.
All right, I get one of these.
I thought that was a 9 and a 1, and I was like, that's 10, bro.
You fucking
But that's
idiot.
only fucking
Loser.
6.
That's really good for a D6.
Ugh.
Why are you so
God damn.
stupid?
So
God,
you
do
Karen,
12 or
why are you so
18?
stupid?
you narrate it. You narrate it.
Oh,
you succeed.
I will hand my glasses over and say, put these on. And then I will like take out a
You're blind.
pad from my thing. Shut up. And then boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. And then like nanobots come out from the glasses and like change your form into like what you described to me what the pirate looked like. And then I'll like show you on my device and like, is this what he looks like?
More plumage.
Nope.
There we go. Yep.
All
And
right.
then I'll sit down because he has my glasses and I am blind.
Okay. You sit down. What do you do, Litter?
I would like to go over and coerce these fucking pirates
Okay.
into pooling their funds to bid for us.
As you go to do it, I'm going to introduce a twist because we haven't done any yet.
Fuck you.
Klaxon. A melodic siren fills the air, ominous, though not unpleasant. Citizens vacate the streets or leave the premises knowing that a squad of conclave troopers are inbound, and they won't retreat without making arrests. So I'll say,
Can I go up and steal the whatever the key card?
you could try.
Can we? Is someone better at that than I am? Who would that be? Would they sly?
Probably Sly, right?
Yeah, so these are the conclave troopers. Yeah, it'd be Sly.
Who's got? I got a +2.
I got -1 and I'm blind. So
That's fine.
yeah.
Oh, did you say survive?
No, I said I don't know. I said sly, something involving.
Oh,
sly, I
deviousness.
assume.
Yeah. So it'd be barrage basically. That like they break him down into different things, but
Okay.
yeah, you're just like so you're gonna barrage the people and trying to steal the item before the troopers come.
Sure.
So you have the dice. Ooh, it's a 5 plus.
That's, 7.
Oh, that's a success though.
Nice.
So what does this look like?
So as the klaxon starts going off and everyone starts running from the room,
The British looking lady goes, "Oh bother!"
Yeah. I will use that as a distraction to run up to the stage and say, "We must protect the asset," and swipe it, and then blend in with the crowd
Okay.
to run away and use.
So you grab it. Even though you yell that we must protect it and then grab it, you still manage to slip into the crowd.
Okay.
That still leaves you 3 because you also have Yulmoth. Olive said also thematically that before the klaxon went off, you were able to move.
Okay.
Yeah.
The paralysis wore off.
Okay.
I,
Oh yeah.
I will say to
My noble
Yulma,
steed.
help me get grandfather in his chair. You know he can't see like he used to. And I'll ask if your mother help me hoist
No, don't touch me.
Kilo into the trash.
Oh yeah, you stole his glasses. Okay.
This fucking trash bot.
I build weapons.
And we'll-
I'll say that it's still kind of like,
Cool with us
yeah.
because we saved his life.
It's like, all right, but after this, I might have to go. Y'all are clearly into some shit. So Yulmoth Yulmoth helps load in Kilo.
Can we say when
Return.
Laterne said we need to protect it, he was like talking to the pirates. So maybe when like the soldiers come, like the pirates start fighting the soldiers so we can get away.
I'm gonna say you have the roll for that
Oh shit. What do I need to roll?
because they didn't think of it. So you're gonna try and coerce the pirates.
Follow your save your captain.
Save your.
Yeah, like you
This
started
is
walking
terrible.
towards them, then the alarm went off, and then you ran away. That's a 7
Cool.
plus.
+0.
You don't have any of those?
Nope.
Okay, well, either way, I still get one.
Ye-
But you make it. So what does it look like?
I'll say. Save your captain.
And they go, Captain's here. And they look over, and just as you're about to duck into the crowd, they go, Captain. And then they all start running towards the troopers. And then I'll say, you all meet up outside of the Greg Daniels. All 4 or 5.
Greg Daniels.
How many people are there? It's you, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, that's 5
So
games.
there's
It's gonna be Tom's Diner briefly.
and then Greg Daniels.
It's Greg Daniels. It's funny. There's a statue of Greg Daniels on the outside. They love the
my
offense,
God.
even though they only play
fucking
jizz.
love.
So yeah, you guys meet up outside. You look at the key card, and you see that the key card has an address on there, and the address is for Tuckatuk Jewelers. As we move
Tuck.
to our next scene. Dun, dun, dun.
I will give glasses back.
Oh, thank you so
Yeah.
much.
And your image fades. Apparently, that's how we're doing the glass. Do you have to give your glasses away to do that?
Sure.
I like the self-imposed.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes it
all right.
more.
So we are moving through scenes now because you completed your first objective.
So our trash buddy's gone, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say the trash buddy said, "Look, you don't need me. You're doing stuff. That's your own business."
I pat him on the head and say, I release you to your natural habitat.
and he goes,
Thank
"Oh,
you for your assistance,
this is
mighty
interesting."
steed.
My steed.
My steed. So
Use
yeah,
your coconuts.
Shadowfax.
We'll meet again someday.
thank you all for listening, and we hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, please follow us along on our journey. Our podcasts are broken up into 2 to 3 episodes released during the week, and members of the Broken Seal on YouTube or Patreon can listen to the full episode, which also includes some cut content. Future member episodes will also feature character creation and any other conversation that doesn't keep the action moving.